Hi guys, Mitch King with Trade Stocks America with a Friday morning, October 1st, 2010 daily stock report. Here's the Dow 30. A correction today, down 0.4%. Was pretty volatile. We had a high of 10,948 on the Dow 30 and corrected down 200 points from that high. So we started to get some volatility. This could be the very earliest sign of a pullback that's probably going to come and be a shallow one in the next week to 10 days. But at the same time, we've got that election starting to come up, and as more evidence comes in that the voters are going to replace the Democratic to have full control, and the House or possibly the Senate changes over to another party, Republican control, stocks are going to love that. So we got two forces going. We got a natural tendency for stocks to pull back slightly. We've got the election event that could be pulling it up on the upside. So we got a push and pull. I don't see a whole lot of volatility unless we get some bad news. That's surprising. You can see how the market did not react to the downgrade of Spain from a AAA to a AA1. So the market priced that in and doesn't seem to react as nervously to negative news. Here's the Nasdaq Composite down 0.33% after making a higher high. More bullish of an index after considering that these are technology stocks. S&P 500 down to 0.3%. Looking at a real gradual downtrend, pullback from here, not very substantial, of course, unless there's some real negative news. We do have some economic reports tomorrow, particularly the University of Michigan sentiment as well as the ISM index, so that could change the market sentiment to a negative one if there's some negative surprises. But we'll just see how the market's reacting to negative news. It seems to be fairly low volatility, Goldilocks environment, and a little bit complacent, which is kind of a concern. But we'll just watch it as it unfolds here tomorrow. Here's the Russell 2000 still pointing up here. AZO down 0.7%, made a slightly higher high. No concern yet on this uptrend. But again, don't wait for me to tell you when to sell something. If you are sitting on some nice profits and you see during the midday the market's making you nervous that it's heading down, don't wait for the next report if that happens. CMG down 2.25% today, still on an uptrend. MGA up 0.6%, making its way up to that $84 level. PXP up almost 0.5%, looking to see if that moves up above that high we saw just a week ago right in there. It's looking good so far. CRM's pulled back a little bit. If you're not long this stock, it might be worth looking at this 110, 111 area. I think this should bounce off fairly soon here and start moving up again. I think this is a good long swing on Tyco, TYC, a further downtrend today. This should have a nice little V pattern to get maybe $2 out of this one, possibly a little more. Here's MOTR, Motricity, starting to sell off, down 4.7% today. Looking for a couple more days on this on the downside, looking for mid-10s, and this bull short, don't have to wait for it to go way down. If you're sitting on some profits here after another day or two, I'd allow Monday to come to see how this acts, but this may not give us that huge win on the typical bull shorts. This is that recent IPO. This one didn't have a big run only went from 9 to 13. So just pick away at this the next day or two and cover that short. Here's Mall down 3%, looking for 2 to 3 more days on the downside. Could get as low as 550 to 570 right in there. Don't look for home runs on these because these shorts haven't been doing that well lately. But if the market starts pulling back, we could see these bull shorts start maturing a little faster. Here's Crick, nice move. Down 5.3% at the close, was down as low as 10.25. This is really getting close, just going under $10. 9.75 is your number, and if we're lucky to get that low of a 9.75, but if this heads down to tomorrow's low, close to that $10 figure, it would be a pretty good price to take that out and make your 8 to 10% on that. The beta test in the trading room is working well after a few days of tweaking. We got a few more days to work that out. We'll keep you notified on when we can open it up to other people. And you guys take care, put the odds in your favor, have a great weekend. We'll talk to you probably tomorrow night for Monday's report.